Hello everyone and welcome back. First off, before we get started today, I just want to say I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. Today we have got a 4v4 land battle on a map that I find completely and totally unpronounceable. But from what I hear from the person who sent it in, it is very, very good. Land battles are kind of fun to throw in there every once in a while. You know, sometimes it's nice to have a little break from an hour-long siege, you know. So this one's pretty decently quick, looks like. It's about 15 minutes or so. But what we've got is a 4v4. This one was sent to me by Billy Blazes. He is going to be in on this side over here as the Seleucid, so you can go ahead and start over there. On the side of the map, we have, first off, is Parthia. Parthia is a very fun faction to bring, honestly, even in sieges, but especially in land battles, because they have very, very good cavalry. Parthia's commander today is Crazy Town Crazy. Looks like we've got 3 units of Noble Blood Cav, Noble Horse Archers, Armored Horse Archers, and some more Noble Blood Cav here. Then right next to him, looks like is kind of a mixture of everybody. So we'll go Lusitani first. Lusitani's commander is Beastmaster. Got some Scutari Spearmen here, a bunch of veteran shield warriors, and some more Scutari Spearmen there, and some Iberian Slingers with a lot of spears. Not a bad idea for a land battle. Lusitani nobles, and some swordswomen. You can also see a little bit of Seleucid here. Seleucid had 2 units of Scythe Chariots here. Seleucid is being commanded by Billy Blazes. He also has 2 units of Scythe Chariots over here. And his gen is an Agema Cav. Then he has a Syrian Armored Elephant and an Indian War Elephant. And his front line looks like pretty much just Hillman. Just Hillman there. Looks like he spent all his money on the elephants and the chariots. And then finally here in this big massive blob we have Swaby. And Swaby's commander is Axe Minister. Got a mixture of Bloodsworn, Spear Brothers, Hex Bearers, Longbow Hunters, Germanic Slingers, kind of all a little like a whole hodgepodge all up here. I think he was trying to hide his army here. On the other side here is Saba. Saba is being brought by Deviantic D. We got Desert Levy in the front line, Tribes people in the middle with as archers looks like. Sabaean swords and some Mascot Marauders. He's also got an armored camel spearman, and his gen is a royal camel archer. Next to him is Arverni. Arverni is being commanded by Silent Fart. He's got a bunch of Celtic slingers in the middle, 2 Celtic warriors, and then his back line is chosen swords, and I'm assuming he's probably got something hidden. And a spear warrior back here. And then we also have Rome. Got some gladiator spearmen, some Balearic slingers, veteran legionaries. By the way, I am using the Ancient Empires mod, and it's just the one that changes the looks, none of the mechanics. But it makes these veteran legionaries look very, very cool. Very cool. We'll take a look at some of the other units a little closer here in a bit. As Legatus is his general, a Histati unit, Ego Cohort, Libyan, there's some Carthage, that's our final. Rome is being commanded by Poopy Man, the one and only Poopy Man. And finally, on this side is Carthage. Carthage is being commanded by Dagger McStabby. We really can't see much of his army, but we do have some late Libyan hoplites, some Libyan infantry, and another late Libyan hoplite. So it looks like most of his army is probably in this wood right here. And then on this side we do have some Sociequites from Rome as well. What's kind of cool about this one is, we're going to go ahead and get started. What's kind of cool about this one though is it is a night battle and it's raining. A lot of people really don't like doing different weather, different things like that. It's harder to see. There's some more mechanics that become involved, like snowy weather. it takes forever for your guys to get their stamina back, that is very, very hard to play with sometimes. So now on this side we do have some 2 units of Carthaginian Cav. They are mercenary Iberian Cav moving on the right side here. Well, actually some some mercenary companion Cav as well. So quite a bit over there. And then way back in the back is a chosen sword by Arverni. Interesting. Some mercenary Cretan archers showing up from Carthage here. Yeah, you can see a lot of Carthage's army starting to become visible. On this side, we do have Saba's cavalry is going to push over to the left side here. But Parthia does have quite a bit here. He's got a lot of his Sarmatian Lancers and a lot of noble cav over here getting ready. It's kind of interesting because Saba's got 2 units of cav here, but he is pushing 1 unit right down the middle of the formation. I think trying to charge into some of these hillmen. But I think they are seeing this big push coming, so they're going to pull this line back on the left side and really just kind of avoid that fight. I think it's a good idea. Let's go ahead and pop open our map and our kills. That armored camel spearman is up to 20 kills. Oh, here's another Marib camel cataphrag. Okay, so we've got a little bit more cav from Saba here. Looks like more than a couple. And then there's actually another chosen sword here by Arverni. I'm almost wondering if maybe they were afraid of hidden units back in the back, and so they put a couple units to maybe guard against that. Now we do have a cav charge here coming from Parthia into Saba. I don't think Saba got a counter charge here, which is very unfortunate because Saba's cavalry is shock cav while Parthia's is melee cav, so Parthia should get the better of this. Although, man, they are losing decisively. Oh, because it's the camels. Camels do get that bonus against horse cav, so now Carthage does have a lot of his cav coming over to help. And the front lines are now getting involved. Here comes the elephants from Seleucid hitting that front line. They do have some of the units in the back trying to shoot into these elephants, but I don't think they've lost any. The elephants 120 kills, and here comes the Syrian armored elephants. They're going to plow right into this front line here. I don't think they saw them in time. Seleucid also has his chariots coming in. This is a really good time for the chariots because this front line is locked into combat. They really can't throw any javelins or anything against the elephants or the chariots. What I like about land battles, it does get very intense. You know, a lot of times this is so quick and so fast that it's just crazy. It's just all of a sudden, you know, the micro is intense. Now the elephants are not moving. They're actually sitting here getting shot by Arverni, and they're not really doing anything at the moment. So they're getting, they're out of control now, but they have lost 8. They're just getting shot to hell by the range units here. They're at 320 kills and just kind of racking them up there. Where'd the other elephant? Wow, jeez. Now this elephant's at 160. It's in combat with the Marib camel cataphrag. So they get a bonus against large, so that's not a bad unit to use there. But he's gonna get into the archers over here, and he's just gonna keep racking up kills. He just broke 200 on that. This elephant is at 340. What are the chariots? This chariot's just getting into combat. Man, this entire front line just disintegrated. Wow, that was like, what happened? Saba's front line is just gone. So Arverni is trying to shore up this left side by moving units into it. These elephants are still wreaking havoc. They're at 420 kills. This one's at 372. So this one really got some good kills on Saba over here. Just 450 almost here. I don't even know what's going on the right side. It looks like Rome is so far Rome and Carthage are so far seem to be holding their own, keeping Parthia pulled kind of off their backs here. We do have some Parthian noble blood cav into the Cretan archers, which is not good to see. I think he's going to try and get this Libyan infantry to maybe try and help with that. Then we also have a noble cav engaging Rome's gen and a Libyan infantry. So But this left flank is just, oh. Got some light horse from our Verni. The front line here is just getting massacred. 680, almost 700 kills so far on the Syrian elephants, and they have only lost, I think, 6. They're right into the back line of our Verni here. Just 749, 50. Good lord. This is where elephants can be disgusting. Elephants can be very tricky to use. You have to really, you can't let them get shot. If you are able to get them in combat without letting them get shot or thrown, or letting enemies throw peel at them, things like that, they can do so much damage. If you can keep the units stale in one place, the elephants can just tear through the lines. You can see that, you know, the Chosen Sword against the veteran shield warriors would be doing perfectly fine, but not with the Syrian elephants coming in on their backsides. And now Swaby is starting to wrap in. Saba is trying to counter it with as much as they can. You can see they've got some Marib camel cataphracts charging in. They've got a unit of Mascot Marauders over here. The light horse from our Verni is going in there. Saba's Jen is here. He's lost about 30 men, and he's just trying. He looks like he's going to try and get in the background. Maybe go for the longbow hunters over here. Rome is really doing a good job against Lusitani. Lusitani looks like they kind of got caught off here. But we got some legionaries moving in against the veteran shield warriors and the, what are they, club levy. And so Rome is doing a pretty good job at engaging over here. Carthage, we still can't see a whole lot of them. Most of their stuff looks to be over here, trying to keep Parthia's flank over here disengaged, trying to keep them away. And I think he's starting to channel more and more of his units over to the left side to help shore up this left, because our Verni is gone. So it looks like it's basically, honestly, just Rome and Carthage left on this battlefield. Our Verni does have a spear warrior that looks like it maybe came back from running away. Chosen Sword as well. But Swaby is just coming right into Carthage. We also have the Scythe Chariots, 271 on them. Let me see if I can find that armored elephant. I wonder if it's still alive. No, I'm thinking that it might be... Wait. Nope, Scythe Chariot. What are they at? They're 0 kills, so they're still probably just getting in now. Yeah, I think they might be out, but they might have hit 1,000 kills. They were just tearing it up. Carthage is engaging with the mercenary Iberian swords, and then once again just trying to move units over to shore up the left side. Rome has adjusted his flank as much as he possibly can, but I think they're really just kind of wrapping around the edges here. Rome really can only do so much to keep this left from falling. We do have a Libyan infantry here protecting the flank of Rome. While his Stadi look like they're throwing Pila, it looks like maybe they took down the last of the Syrian elephants. It's a really cool battle in the nighttime in the forest with it raining. Very cool. That does explain, you know, the fact that the attackers didn't use flame shot on the elephants is really just because it was raining. You can't use it. So let's see. It's on Lusitani. What are the Lusitani nobles doing? Alright, 68 kills going up against Hastati. They'll probably start picking that up really quick. I really like the way this Ancient Empires mod makes the units look. They look very, very good. Also have a... Wait, it's a... What? Okay, there's 2 units. There are 3 units here. These Lusitani nobles are getting surrounded here. 4 legionaries, look at that. They look so good. Now over on this side, Lusitani is really, really wrapping in here. Carthage is just trying as much as they possibly can to hold Rome's flank, but in the end, they really are just getting surrounded. Rome has a unit over here. What is... Gladiator Spears still alive over here. But you can see a big flank coming from Parthia's cavalry, Lusitani nobles, Iberian slingers, lots of longbow hunters, just pushing right into Carthage. This entire battle line has shifted. It was all like this, going this way, Now everything's this way. It's just kind of funny how the battlefield goes like that. Big flank over here by Carthage. Look like 2 units of cavalry over here. And then Rome is also actually really moving around on this side. So we might even have another turn of the line here as Rome starts turning into the right or to the left flank of Lusitani and Suebi. Seleucid really doesn't have the troops to hold a line. Most of what Seleucid brought was the elephants and the scythe chariots, so his infantry line of hillmen is almost gone. So really, it's come down to just Suebi and Lusitani. Lusitani looks like he had the most units of what this team had, and there's still some cavalry left by Parthia. It looks like. But man, Rome actually did pretty good job at responding to this. The Agema Cav from Seleucid is almost down. 11 men left. He's got 130 kills on him. It's solid for a field battle, but I think for a gen on a field battle, you would expect a little better kills than that, but definitely not bad. His elephants just did fantastic. So Lusitani here, we got Lusitani nobles against the legionnaires, and Lusitani nobles are definitely going to get the better of that. They're 160 men, 27 kills against legionaries, 127 and 32, but probably, and it's not 32 against these guys. Got the Scutari spearmen holding the flank of the nobles. These guys are basically just going to hold this while the nobles do the killing, and then another Scutari spear, and they're being supported by the longbow hunters on the back. A lot of Scutari spears. What did he bring? Like 4 units, I think. Definitely not a bad idea for a field battle. You can expect a lot of cavalry, so having a lot of spears is not a bad thing. Now the Roman gen is trying to do some work on Suebi. I think he was trying to help get rid of these berserkers. The berserkers, 227 kills there, doing very well with them. Looks like Rome might be just trying to reform his line here. And then the Libyan infantry, once again, still kind of engaging Lusitani, and now the swordmasters from Suebi coming in. They are 158 kills, doing really good for them. The slingers here, 16 kills, 23 on the longbow hunters, 56, and 44. Swordmasters here with 86, and then this Swordmaster here is really doing a good job. Libyan infantry trying to hold him back. He just popped headhunt, and he's got battle rhythm, so that's going to give him a huge melee base boost. It's going to hurt him a little bit on the defense, but he'll be able to do a lot of damage to them. And then once that headhunt goes down, he'll get tired and just use the second wind to refresh that unit. Swordmasters here taking on, looked like it was a unit of legionaries. They're up to 108 kills. Still got a veteran legionary here, just really holding back this Lusitani noble as much as they possibly can, but he's going to run into issues there. Wow, a late Libyan hoplite with 127 men just shattered. Wow. Well, there went that line right there. So the middle of that line is very exposed now. Swordmaster is now going to be engaging the legionaries instead. Yeah, that unit is not coming back. Not coming back at all. Legionaries, I think he just pulled off the Scutari spears because he's not engaging there. And then I think he's trying to get away. I think the Lusitani nobles just broke a unit, and now they're going to go in and take on this next legionary unit with 64 men. What are those nobles at? Hold on. 177 kills, and they're just like 135. They're just getting started. You know, Estati getting engaged by the Scutari spears. A lot of firepower coming in from the back here from Suebi and what's left of the Lusitani. Iberian slingers are engaging the late Libyan hoplites, but they just broke, so now the hoplites are free to maybe wrap around, possibly surround the gen. 250 for the Swordmaster, and he's still racking them up. Very well done with him. Parthia is now in the back lines of Rome with his cavalry. They're horse archers, but, you know, getting rear charges would be perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable use of the Parthian horse archers. And then Swordmaster here with 255 kills. That is not the gen. This is just a Swordmaster unit. Now, Swaby's Skutari Spears are freed up, so I think he's probably going to go and engage this Hastati unit, or maybe he's just going to walk the other direction. Yeah, I think that is it. Wow. That was a very, very intense battle. Just that left flank over here just... That just was crazy. Just disappeared over here. Those elephants. Let's go look at the kills here. Swaby with Axe Minister with Swaby, 2,411. 271 on the gen, and where's his other sword? 269 with the other sword master. Archers and slingers, they did okay. Nothing too crazy on them, no big deal. 255 on the berserk, or 235 on the berserkers. 169 on the Bloodsworn. 157 and 197 on the Wolf Warriors. 276 on these guys. Beastmaster with 1,692. 208 on the gen. Slingers did okay. 105 on the other Lusitani Noble. I think that one got surrounded quite a bit. 127 Veteran Shield Warrior. All of his infantry did very well. 143, 164, 113. The Spears didn't do so great. 5 units of them. But he didn't bring calves, so it's understandable why he brought that many Spearmen, just to help protect himself. Crazy Town as Parthia is Gen 198. Horse Archers did pretty good. 142, 159. Honestly, a lot of his cav did not do great here. 87, 122, and 105, but a lot of this Nobleblatt unfortunately did not do very well. But that's alright, you know, he did what he needed to do in the cav fight. Billy Blazes, 983 kills on that elephant. 373 on this one, 135 on the gen, 295 on the chariots, 392, 358. Whew. That is what a Lusitani army can, or I mean, a Seleucid army can do to you when you, if you can get those guys into combat. Deviantic as Saba, 467 on the gen, really good there. 393, 218, 131. Infantry, they did okay. A couple units doing very well, 205 and 152. The rest, they just... He really didn't stand a chance, not against that force that came at him there. Silent Fart is our Verney. His gen, I think his gen might have gotten trampled by the elephants. I'm not 100% sure. Slingers just, man. Once again, he, like, where he was situated, when Saba was rolled over, then he was just the next in line. That just, man, there's not a lot you can do there, unfortunately. 189, 191 on the Chosen Swords. Dagger as Carthage. Jen really didn't do too much. He was just a general's bodyguard, though. Cav did okay, 171, 119. Archers, not great. 95 on this guy. But the Libyan infantry, 231, and 98 here. 171 on the pike, or on the late Libyan hoplite here. Poopy Man, Jen, and Cav, not great. Slingers did solid, 89, 65. Let's see, Hastati, 124, 185 on that guy. 201 on the Veteran Shield Warrior, or Veteran Legionnaire, and then 172 on this guy. So a very fast, quick, intense battle, but very fun to watch. That was definitely, that lived up to the hype that they told me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and you guys stay safe. You know, enjoy what time you've got. You know, I really hope that you guys have a good time just watching these videos, and if you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment in the section. I would love to hear from you, and we will see you next time.